Hi, welcome to the Dean's List. I'm Violet Hopkins.
And I'm Ruby Stuckemeyer.
And you may know us from a little podcast known as What's Yappening, even though we only had one viewer, and her name was Nikki Rasmussen. But we're kind of rebranding this semester. We're trying to educate some students on what the college life is like. So
College life, school happening, Iowa Central news, you know.
yeah, kind of everything Iowa Central is what we're going for. So
Our topics for today are coming back to school, new schedules, classes we're excited for this semester, and what we're excited for just in our lives in general. Mm-hmm. And then we'll talk school happenings at the end to wrap it up.
So, what was moving day like for you?
Moving day for me? Mm-hmm. I brought two bags home with me, and I brought 2 bags back. That was about it. I wasn't gone long.
Yeah, that's true. You only were gone for 3, 4 days, 5 days?
5 days, I think. Yeah.
So I luckily got the whole break, plus a little bit more because I left literally after I was done with all my finals.
Yeah, would you leave, Wednesday?
Yeah, I
morning?
left Wednesday, right after the Photoshop final I left. So I got almost a month. It was so good.
You got almost a month.
And I truly found my zen.
You found your zen. You came back a better.
I came back a better. Oh my gosh, end of last semester.
Semester was a wreck.
Yeah. If you saw a dark entity walking down the hallway, that was me at the end of last semester. But moving day really wasn't that bad. It was, I did show up 2 hours late to check in, and they did make me come in the next day, so I got locked out of my room. But other than that, I mean, I think I came back with less stuff than I left with, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I need to start bringing stuff back. You don't realize how little you actually all need.
Yeah, I brought so much stuff when I moved in.
Yeah, same.
So much stuff. And now I'm thinking about having to move it all back out, and it's making me feel miserable, kind of.
Yeah, no, I have a full recliner now.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, here's a tip.
It's gonna be a little
Don't bring big furniture with you if you live 8 hours away.
Listen. We bought it when I got down here just because I needed a recliner, and my mom bought me one. So kudos to mom. Thank you, mom.
It'll be nice next year, though. You're gonna need a U-Haul or something to get home, though, I think.
Nah, because spring break, I'll bring some back.
Yeah.
And once basketball season's over, I'll be able to go home.
I think I moved in with 5 or 6 boxes worth of stuff. And then I shortly realized, I did not need to bring all this. I still have so much stuff in my room, and it's gonna be a pain to have to move out. But I would suggest for any student,
you really
move
only
stuff
need clothes.
out. Yeah.
You really just need clothes.
Clothes. Maybe if you like to cook, some pots and pans or something.
Yeah, clothes, pots and pans.
The essentials.
Yeah,
Actually,
the essentials.
I moved in and I didn't have shampoo, conditioner. I had none of that. I had to go buy that when I got here.
I moved in and we had already bought me groceries, all of that stuff at home. And then once we got here, we realized we needed other things. So then we went back to Walmart and got more stuff. And that Walmart, when everyone moves in, crazy.
Yeah.
Don't recommend.
Same with Target. I went to Target and it was so busy.
Bring the bare minimum for at least a week or 2 weeks when you come in.
You can move stuff in at a different time. I guess some people can't, foreign exchange students and stuff, but I live an hour and a half away. If I need to grab something, I'll just go grab it.
Yeah. Moving day was definitely crazy.
I was in a very good mood when I came back.
Yeah.
And then I think whatever sickness you had, you gave to me a little bit because I started feeling like absolute crap next week. I felt so bad last week.
I feel great now, so.
I feel great too now, but for a couple days there, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Yes, I couldn't agree more on that the feeling. When I came back, I was just I got back and it felt like I didn't even leave. I was just I want to see my family longer.
Yeah, that's true. It's very different because I got to spend a month essentially with my family and working. So I came back full of happiness. Rich. I came back. Oh, it's a great feeling. I got a $600 paycheck the other day.
Well, there you go.
And I said, yes.
Yes.
This is what I needed right now.
Yeah, no, we came back to 3-a-days and we were like, okay, gotcha. That's nice.
That's fun. That's great.
But it's worth it in the long run, right?
Well, that's what you can keep telling yourself.
It is worth it right now. Our whole team is more in shape than we've ever been,
Oh, that's good.
which is crazy. Which is seriously crazy.
So, what was the process of getting your schedule set up last semester?
It was walk in there, the advisor telling us this is how it's gonna be. You really have no choice, and handing me a schedule. I was in there for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty different for us because we're in a trade
Yeah.
program and we don't really have to do a whole bunch of gen eds. I will say I did add in a Russian history class to my schedule for no reason, and then I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore, and now I'm in a drawing class, which is actually fun, but sometimes I fear that the teacher hates me.
What was the process of you dropping that? What did it look like?
So I went in and I said, my other classes are going to be kind of hard this semester, and I don't want to take this class. And as long as you're within the week of classes starting, then they will just let you drop it. And they did make me add in another humanities class just to fill my schedule a little bit more. But it wasn't a hard process. It gets to be a hard process if you don't go in the week that classes start, because then you have to withdraw from classes. And it is not fun withdrawing from classes. I did that last semester.
Yeah, last semester I dropped work. What is it?
Work study?
No, not
or
work-
work-based learning.
Work-based learning. I was supposed to do that the first couple weeks, but I already had like over my credit. It was to the point where like the scholarship was no longer going to cover all of it, and then we also I didn't like need to take it right then and there, and the practice time was off. But for like athletes, you have to go in and talk to your coach before you drop a class. So I had to go in and talk to Coach D, and then I could go in and drop it. Just because like some of the other programs were having problems with kids just dropping classes, and they weren't like technically had enough to still be eligible.
I don't know why they like would let that happen. The advisors.
Some advisors don't really care. I don't think they really care. They care to like realize that they need to stay over this. Like
Yeah. Well,
they have a lot going on. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I
Oh
did.
my goodness.
that's how I feel right now. I'm starving.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Okay.
Subway.
We gotta wrap it up. Don't even say anything about fast food right now. I've gone out to eat like the last 3 days in a row.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it. Okay. What do our schedules look like?
Our schedules are really easy this semester, I'll say. Compared to last semester. I had 5 classes back to back last semester.
Yeah, we did have classes back to back last semester, but last semester I feel like it was a lot of talking, like it was just like radio podcast. Like it was like kind of it wasn't like a thrown in, but like thrown into this is it, and this is like what you're gonna do hands on, and then this year this semester
It's
is
like slowly building.
yeah, it's like a little bit more in depth of what we're doing.
Yeah. My brain shut off for a second. Yeah. I mean, Tuesdays and Thursdays I get out of class at 11:45.
Yeah,
And then
we only have 2 classes.
Yeah, only 2 classes. It's an 8 a.m., but
It's an
not
hour
bad.
and 38 a.m.
That's true. But photography is an hour 20.
20, yeah. Yes, my 8 a.m. is horrible.
Do you have 8 a.m.s every day?
Yeah. I mean, I love photography. I actually love it.
Yeah. Photography was a fun class. I don't have class until 10:30, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yeah. I like having the 8 a.m. though. It just gets it done. Cause like if I was in classes all day, and because like our practices start at 3, I would be over it.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a night class right now, drawing.
Yeah.
6.
I was gonna join that, but because like we're gonna do it together, and then it was just like
So, do you have any favorite professors this
Favorite
semester?
professors? Well, we have
Nikki.
we have Nikki
And Michelle.
and Michelle, our professors, our peoples.
Yeah. What's your favorite class this semester?
Favorite class this semester? I'm gonna say photography.
Yeah, I can see that for you.
Yeah, I like it.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the ADM. But considering my habits last semester,
Yeah.
any ADM would have gotten me down.
Yeah, 8 a.m.'s just knocked you out.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, yeah, I'm just like extremely excited for photography, and it like kind of just opened my eyes to like something I didn't realize I wanted to do, you know? Because it's like just simple things. You can make like simple things, just adding light and shapes and stuff, and it just is like, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
What is my favorite class right now? I think drawing will be fun eventually. We're just getting like the basics done, so it's kind of boring at the moment and frustrating. But other than that, video production, I'm very excited about.
Yes, that
Our
one will
movie,
be a good one.
short film. I'm trying to do musical. Ruby doesn't like the idea.
As long as I don't have to do a massive singing part, we're gonna be fine.
I'll make you lip sync to somebody
Lip
else
sync?
singing.
Okay, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's life story. That is a horror film. What are you excited about that's not school this semester?
Student ambassador stuff is
Alright.
getting to be exciting. We're making a lot of changes to the campus. I found out in our meeting the other day, but
Nice.
some exciting stuff's gonna be happening. Don't know how much I can spoil from that, but stay tuned for some exciting stuff.
Stay
on
tuned
Iowa Central.
for Iowa Central.
But other than that, I'm excited. I'm kind of getting my life together a little bit this
Okay.
semester, so it's just exciting to be a better person in general, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the basketball season and just to see where the semester takes me, honestly.
I think this is going to be a really fun one.
I think this is going to be a fun semester. And I'm also excited for our work study together.
Yeah, I think the work study
is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, so far it's already been chaotic and it's the third week of school.
As it should be.
Yeah.
No way we could do something together and it not be chaotic.
Yeah, so that's why this podcast has a million cuts in it. But
We're going to have a blooper reel.
yeah.
That's what the TikTok will be for.
School happenings. Tonight is college movie night at 4-8 Theaters starting at 6 p.m. Bring $1 in your college ID. Also bring money for snacks because you're going to want them.
Movie theater popcorn.
Yep. And then Friday is our Black History Month kickoff in the cafe at 11 a.m. And yeah, even though Black History Month doesn't start then, but you know what? We got to do what we got to do.
All right. And for sports, we have the men's and women's basketball teams at DMAC starting at 5:30. That's in Boone, Iowa. Also on Wednesday, the men's and women's wrestling team has a home duel against Iowa Lakes starting at 6 p.m. And Friday, the men's and women's track team are at the Ted Nelson Classic in Mankato, Minnesota. So that's sports. So that was our first episode of the Dean's List.
We're still figuring out the kinks in
yeah.
it, but I think
It'll be a good process.
It'll be a very interesting podcast once we get settled into the vibe, I feel like.
But yeah, just as a recap, we talked about coming back, new schedules, classes we're excited for, some school happenings.
Yeah. So,
See you next week for the same vibes.
Yeah. Every Monday.
Sometime in the day.
That could be your thumbnail.